We are back, y'all. Fuck, I'm tired. Dark Souls 2 servers have been down a lot lately. I think I might have to close the game if this doesn't work. I just kind of enjoy this area.
For real.
Oh shit! How you doing, Kai?
Yo.
How? Ooh, shit.
Yo.
What you doing, bro?
Oh, I just got on.
Oh, nice. Man,
How about you? You just got on?
Yeah. Man, I can tell you what, I came home today after work, and my brother was picking up my new PC I got.
Yep.
And I see a big box. I'm like, is my PC in that giant box? So I opened it up, and it was just a bunch of like boxes that would hold the parts. I'm like, ah, fuck, do I need to put this shit together? And then next thing I know, behind that box is the PC that was built. And I look, that thing is fucking huge.
You got a picture of it?
I'm gonna go take a picture right now. In 1 minute.
Oh shit. Oh, that's sick. No headshot multiplier? Nope, there is headshot.
I got a picture. I'm gonna send it to you on Twitter.
Type shit.
Yeah. 1 minute. Yeah, bro, look at that shit.
See that statue? Gives me the willies. You stare at it for long. It just doesn't. Hey, you don't think a real life. See that statue? It just doesn't seem quite right. There are no craftsmen round these parts. Hey, you don't think a real life person was turned to stone, do you?
Alright. Are you sending it on Twitter?
Yeah.
Type shit, let me see it. Damn. That is a big fucking PC.
I know, right? I didn't think it was going to be that big. One thing's for sure, though, it's a major upgrade. So, like, you know, the one I'm currently using right now, this is like a 3060.
Yeah.
And the one that you see there is a... Was it a 5090? Like, damn.
Damn, that's actually crazy. You see this shit? And how much did that cost?
It cost me $1,975.
Damn.
Yeah. Good deal, though, all considering. Like, I looked up, like, a 5090, and they were selling that shit for $2K. I'm like, hell no.
Thank you. Thank you. I've been petrified.
Oh
Hard
my.
to speak. Give me
That should be the case.
a moment, please.
You plan on running anything like high quality on that PC?
Who knows?
Like, what kind of games do you plan on playing on it?
Probably my same games, except they'd be a lot better quality.
Same games. Right.
Night Rain.
Night Rain.
I'm fine.
Fucking, I don't know, Helldivers.
Yeah. Better quality
No, no, no.
Helldivers.
I'm fine.
Are you using it right now? It's not like bugging
No,
or anything?
I'm not using it right now, no. Because
Are you
then
gonna hook it up like,
My name is
next
Rosabeth.
I'm probably going to
Make it-
hook it up this
yes.
weekend.
Thank you so much for rescuing
type
me.
shit?
Yeah. It's just like, right now, it's late. I want to make sure I don't do anything wrong. You know.
Oh, you're that traveler.
I get that.
I still haven't. Well, I'm quite so. I was
so-
attacked and turned to stone. I think. I owe you my life. If you had not come.
Damn.
Oh.
Alright, what you doing?
Oh, I'm just chilling on Rivals.
Do
Oh,
you
nice.
have any? I'll take anything at all. Just.
Yeah, I didn't know what game to play, so I just went on Rivals. Fuck it.
Let's see, what would be a good outfit to give her?
What are you talking about?
In Dark Souls 2, you can basically play dress up with an NPC.
Just giving them armor.
Yeah. She's wearing rags right now, and she'll ask, like, if you could give her something. Let's see, what should I give her, y'all? Should I give her the Falconeer armor? Yeah, probably should give her that.
Dark Souls 2 has some pretty good drip.
It does have some pretty good drip.
What armor set are you planning on using
For
for your playthrough?
for this. Nah, not Havel. I wonder if I could find the Black Knight set again. But right now, I'm currently trying to rock with that, like, the Templar armor with the arrows in it. I think that looks cool.
What's the whole story with this guy?
I'm still developing his. But I'm debating on making him, what's a good word for it? Old Knightly. Okay.
What's up?
When I designed this character that I'm playing as, I'm like, okay, well, what would Pyric and like a mix between Pyric and Anastasia look like? Just for shits and giggles. Let's see.
That'd be a good idea. Just I mean, Dark Souls 2 is still like a character you're developing.
Yeah. Like I more have like the personality down than I have the
story.
Yeah. Well, the character down.
With Dark Souls 2 and still like development for your character or something like that. Because the thing is, it's kind of hard to create a story for characters when the game already has its own ending. So regardless of you creating like their, story, we already know the ending, right?
I have
Like
my very own teacher.
and for Dark Souls 2. To be fair, I don't remember because you told me about it. I don't remember it. But regardless, I feel like if you're gonna go off of the game's official ending, it's kind of more like okay. Nothing too interesting, I guess.
When he set
I
out
mean,
for
it
Drum
is
Lane,
going to be interesting.
I couldn't let him go alone.
I mean, sure. Dark Souls 2 has a lot of plot
we were
points and stuff like
separated.
that, like, especially,
Quite
like,
alone, I'm afraid.
I would say, like, nearing its end. There are, like, bosses and stuff like that, make it more interesting.
Oh, no,
At the
no,
same
no,
time, if
no,
I'm-
not in terms of that. I mean,
Okay.
like, what I'm going to have Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 focuses on, like, Dark Souls 1, the main thing is, you gotta relink the fire, or you gotta, let the fire die out. Dark Souls 3 is the same thing, you gotta either relink the fire to continue it, or, let the flames fade, or, find, like, that middle in between. Dark Souls 2 is unique, because this one focuses on hollowing. Like, this one is about the whole process that people go through in this world when, like, there's a kingdom that's rising, but then and the hollowing starts, and then they don't know what to do, and they're trying to find ways to combat it. And you're dealing with it, and you're trying to find a cure to stop people from going hollow. And I believe you actually do, like, later figure it out in the end. Because, like, you find a way to prevent yourself from going hollow, and then when you leave, it's to study it to figure out how to completely stop it. And that is my theory why Dark Souls 3, you're not hollows, you're known as the Ashen Ones. And those are just dead people who tried to link the fire, being brought back to life to try to do it again. And that's why hollows are only a cult in Dark Souls 3. Yeah.
That would be like pretty interesting, like trying to go into depth of hollowing, but at the same time, it's like, I mean, the game already represents it. I feel like
Yeah.
does it not already? Yeah, it kind of does, right? So, what are like elements that you want to like
Oddly,
focus
I'm a fast
on,
learner when it comes
like
to
other than
character
like
development.
hollowing, of course, because hollowing is like a big factor.
What we're
Yeah.
fascinated by.
So the thing is,
I know it's gonna be because if
I'm
you're
not
gonna
always
do
saying
Dark
things.
Souls 2, it's gonna be another just like, oh shit, tragic
Why
story,
can't I
he
just focus
dies
on what I
or
truly
something like that,
enjoy?
or
no, he doesn't die.
this character dies, and I'm talking like
I shouldn't be so
the
cheesy.
characters are nearby him, like or
It's
especially
hardly my place.
Yeah.
like, oh, this character goes through this shit.
I have my
That's
Actually-
very
why
own teacher.
if we're
Oh,
yeah.
His name is
you can
Korean
go.
of the
You can go.
Fold.
My bad.
Famed
I
sorcerer.
didn't mean to
That's what I'm
interrupt.
saying with
Our
like
hometown.
no.
I was fascinated by sorcery. And when he set out, but
You good, bro? You might cut out. Alright, I'll just wait for you to come back.
So like, yeah.
Alright, you're back.
What?
I'm rather
You cut out.
My lord probably.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
I said when? Because I was talking about like, I was gonna compare your Elden Ring story.
Well, yeah. But one thing I will say though is this one is different.
And we're skilled at.
So,
Always the
Oh,
same
really?
thing.
yeah. As far as I know,
Why
you
can't I
don't
just
really
focus on what I
lose
truly
anyone in
enjoy?
Dark Souls 2. And I want this one to be more of a positive look. Because when it comes to Pyric, you know, it's going to be like a hard world that he struggles through and he loses people on. And, you know, he, like, his soul, like, starts getting weaker near the end. Meanwhile, I want Dark Souls 2 to be a lot more of a positive note. When, like, you know, he goes from a, like, you know, I want to help myself kind of story to I want to help everyone. And it's also, like, his soul gets personally stronger throughout the story instead of being broken down. Like, there is some, like, sadder elements to the story. Like, there's the, there's this one guy in Majula who's given up on his journey. But, you know, it's just to show that, you know, the world isn't easy. And his problem is he believes the real punishment is life. He's very nihilistic, but, you know, that he doesn't play a big part of the story. But what happens with this is in Dark Souls 1, Pyric would be helping people. And even when he'd help people, sometimes it would lead, you know, to the end. And it would be a bad ending. When in this one, he helps, but he doesn't, like, completely go in and solve it for the other people.
Yeah.
And it helps them, and it will help them achieve their own things. He gets to learn about the world, learn about the people in it. He sees both the good and the bad, and sees the good more than he will see the bad.
Yeah, doesn't that sound kind of like Pyric though?
Yeah, like, I want it to be similar to Pyric, but a lot more positive. Because, like I said, when Pyric gets broken down by the world, while still trying to remain strong, well, and the problem with Pyric is Pyric mainly, like, did things alone. You know, with, like, the only goal he did was, like, oh, you know, I'm doing this because somebody else told me. Well, this one, I still don't have a name for him yet, I'm thinking. But he does things for other people, and he has his own, like, desires to do things and to help the people around him. So I wanted to show, you know, that, you know, Pyric's flaw, like that will be shown, is the fact he kind of, like, he was broken down in this world mainly, and his soul got weaker due to the fact that it is good to live for other people, but you can't just solely live for others. You gotta have, you know, some self-preservation, you know, help yourself in it. And Pyric also will have moments where he gets lost in, like, his, like, anger and revenge, like he does with Lordtrek. And that's not really the case when it comes to this guy. And I wanted to show, like, I'm not saying any of this correctly, but I wanted to show what it's like when you do live to help other people to improve the place around you. Because, like, Majula is a great example of it. Like, Majula is kind of empty when he first goes there. You know, like, the blacksmith isn't doing anything because he can't get into the forge. Most of the homes are empty. No one's really there. There is one, like, armor worker who's trying to sell goods, but he doesn't believe he's worth anything, and is a very quiet dude who's given up there. And then in the beginning of the game, there's a bunch of firekeepers like who have given up already, and already telling them like, you know, you're finished. You'll go hollow. So like at the start, it looks like it's hopeless, and then there's one small thing of light, which is the Emerald Herald, and you know she believes in him. And it's because of, you know, there's someone out there who believes in you, and it's not just you doing it. That kind of gives him that strength to like to keep going. He starts helping the people around him, which then improves the place around him. Like he finds the key to open the door for the blacksmith. He helps this one lady out that he meets, who later goes to Majula as well. He finds the daughter of the blacksmith. And he brings, and like, she ends up going back, well, not back to Majula, but she ends up going to Majula. And the sad part is, though, a sad but kind of happy part is the fact that she doesn't recognize her dad, because her dad is in that, like, has like that undead look on him. But he recognizes her, but he's not going to talk to her. Not because, you know, there's any bad blood, quite the opposite. But it's like, oh, you know, I want her to be living her life, and I'm just happy that she's here. Which is enough for him, you know, like, you know, it's like they're really close now. He doesn't need to worry.
I get that.
The place is getting bigger. There's this one lady right now that he helps her out. And he gives her clothes, and she helps him out with pyromancy. And, you know, there's a little cat. You know, there's a lot. And it's like you get to see the place around him get better. And the only time in the story where things actually take a turn, like where you think things might, like, oh shit, is the whole time he's thinking like, you know, if I can get to Drain Lake. If I could get to Drain Lake and meet the king, we can get the cure, and then I can, like, cure everybody. And then when he gets to Drain Lake, and he opens the place to find the king is hollow.
Yeah.
That's, like, the only part where you think there might be a minute where it's like, oh, this is not good. But he takes it, and he continues to move on despite everything.
I think like what makes, you know, the stories that you make like a little bit more unique is when you add like more developing like elements, like, you know,
I'm heading for Majula.
I don't know, like characters and stuff like that. That's why I feel like, you know, the Elden Ring thing that you're going to make, or what we've been talking about for like a while now, like the Elden Ring story is a little bit more unique than your Dark Souls series. No offense, but
oh yeah,
because of the additional elements, like as like how, you know, he makes interactions with characters and what those characters mean to him. I know you're applying that onto your Dark Souls story as well, but then it kind of more or less just aligns with the initial story that was already planned for in Dark Souls, because, you know, they already have the story, and you're kind of going off of the guidelines of what they already provided us with. You know, like, you know, Emerald Herald is supposed to be, you know, like, is your firekeeper, right?
Yeah, she kind of acts like the firekeeper, even though she's not a firekeeper. I'm not fully sure what she is. I know she was like born of. She was born of dragons. I know that.
Yeah. So I know with elements like that, you know, it's like.
Yeah.
If you're just gonna go follow, you know, the guidelines of the story that's already been provided, then that's where it's kind of like, where's the uniqueness? You know, like, where does this, you know, where's this go? You know.
Yeah. Yeah,
so
that's
like,
the whole
maybe
thing.
When it comes, yeah,
like Elden Ring is a whole lot easier to do and more fun, simply because, like, you know, there's multiple options in Elden Ring. Like, you know, you can have one
Yeah.
character do this, another character do that.
That's why I'm like, that's what I'm saying, like, because instead of having like one main character that you have two, that's why I don't, like, when we introduce Kai into the story, like,
had it in you, pal.
that's when, you know, you use like additional elements like
It's not like it sounds, no. It was,
you know, clashing of like the
places.
two endings, you know, Age of the Stars and Frenzied Flammator, and it's like,
Name's Ben
Yeah.
Mount.
you know,
Thanks to you.
that's when it gets interesting. Like, that's what, you know, we don't really recognize in these stories, because like in,
I'm sure.
like, I don't know, I guess like in everybody's like head, it's like there's only one guy that's gonna be the OCs, or like the main character, sorry, and that's
Yeah.
gonna be, you know, their personal OC, like, you know, this guy, Age of the Stars, and then this guy, you know, he became Frenzied Flame, or fucking, this character is related to this character in some sort of way. But all in all, it's like, you know, when you just add like two, like, if you add like multiple, like, you know, characters, that's when it comes like a group or something like that, like Night Rain. If you ever do Night Rain, there's like 3 main characters, so it's like you have a lot of interaction there, you have a lot of like things to go off of. But with Dark Souls, with your series going on so far, it's like you only have one POV, and that's when it might become a little bit hard to, you know, do, you know, like, because from what I can see, only is like, you can only go based off of like, what the character is. You can't really branch off of anything new, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're
Because
saying.
like you're continuing, because instead of like having multiple, like, you know, Kai or something like that, you can't have the opportunity to go be like, you know, but this character, he wants to do this, but then with Dark Souls, you know, it's only what this guy wants, you know. There's like additional factors, because like, you know, Kai wants to do this, but everyone wants to do this, you know, but then they can't, you know, work together because, you know, it's kind of colliding. It's like two forces.
Yeah.
But then they could work together, but then it'll eventually lead up to, you know, like a downfall. That's why I feel like that downfall is a little bit more unique, because, you know,
Yeah.
Avalon and Kai, they both want different things.
Yeah, and they both come from like different experiences, similar but different in their own ways.
And then with your Dark Souls 2 and 1 characters, it's like they already know what they want, so they're gonna go for it.
Yeah. The thing is, like, the only difference between Avalon, and I don't know what to call my DS2 guy right now, but the major difference is Pyric doesn't remember anything. Well, this one does remember that he did have a life, but he can't figure it out. And he wants to figure it out, if you know what I'm saying.
I got you.
Because, like, if you look at Dark Souls 2's intro, you can see that your character did have a life, but it started to fade. And because of him fading, that he ends up, like, losing memory and reason to keep moving, which then later led him to Drain Lake. Well, not Drain Lake, but the area for Drain Lake. But yeah, so his journey is he wants to cure this sickness, and he wants to be able to remember his, like, wife and everything. But yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to doing the Elden Ring characters more, because, you know, I like the fact I can work with 2 different people.
Right. Because then you have characters like Kai, Melina, Millicent, and you could go off of their POVs, but I don't know how you do Melina.
Melina's gonna be fun. I'm gonna have her be a lot more active. She won't just randomly, like, show up. You know what I'm saying?
Right. did save him.
The big difference between the actually three big differences in Elden Ring compared to Dark Souls is your character doesn't jump, he doesn't sneak, and that you have to hit A instead of Y.
Yeah, with Elden Ring, it's like a two-man story, but then the main character is gonna win because it's the main character.
Yeah. Yeah, I like how in the Elden Ring story, you really don't know who's going to do it. Like, you don't know who's going to win.
Yeah, it's like a leading factor. It's like, you know, oh shit, you know, I favor this character, but then this character's cool, you know what I mean? It's like, who do I... It's like a voting system, you know, like, who do I vote for? This character or that character? Who's gonna win that final battle?
Yeah.
Age of the Stars or the Frenzied Flame. Both characters got their reasons to do, you know.
Yeah.
You know, become the Lord or something like that.
Both of them want to be lords. The thing is, though, like, after...
Yeah, Gideon as well. You could use Gideon as, like, a character who wants to become Elden Lord, so eventually his betrayal makes sense. You realize the two forces are, like, they're not up to become, you know, Elden Lord. They actually want to work for someone else.
Yeah.
You know, because anyone in the Round Table Hold is almost all loyal to, you know, Marika.
Yeah, they're all loyal to Marika and everything.
Marika.
Especially D. D is like the biggest Marika meat rider.
Yeah, you have the, what else do you have? It's like a bunch. You have a bunch.
Yeah.
You have like a lot to work with. Oh, that's how that happened. Okay. There's a bunch of shit to do with Elden Ring. Final battle between Kai and Long cinematic. I'm not gonna lie, that shit would probably go crazy.
It will go crazy, especially because like like the thing is like the reason why Avalon will like still be willing to help Kai out after he inherits the Frenzied Flame is he legit will not see Kai as a threat. Because, like, he doesn't believe Kai can, and, like, do anything anymore. Because it's like, oh yeah, you know, the thorns are guiding the tree. You know, they're protecting the tree. We can't touch it. He doesn't have a maiden. And I'm capable of burning it all down myself. So, at that moment, like, Avalon's like, yep, I know, I'll do what I want.
Oh yeah. How do I level up?
Because Melina's there to assist until, you know, we reach the point where we can both do it ourselves.
That would be Lando, right?
That'd be when?
During Lando, when we kill Morgat.
Yeah, that'll be, no, not when we kill Morgat. It'll be in Leyendell when we first enter it.
Oh, right. Why would you just give us the ability? What the fuck?
Maybe she will just get, I don't know. I don't know, bro. Maybe because she needed us to take her there.
Oh yeah, because she went to do her thing by herself, right? Become the... Not become, but like to burn a tree on her own.
Mostly it's like because she's not. She alone, she doesn't believe she's capable of actually being able to do that.
But she needs someone to take her there. That's why.
Yeah, like she alone is not strong enough in her mind.
Kill the fire giant.
Yeah. Let's see.
But then she can kill us with destined death, but okay.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I don't know. It's like the relationship between Avalon and Pyre. Honestly, it should probably like go downhill from when you become Frenzied Flame.
Avalon and Pilot, they don't know each other.
No, my bad, sorry. Did I say Pyre? I meant to say fucking Melina. My bad. I keep mistaking your characters.
Oh, well, yeah, of course. They're going to definitely be going... It's definitely going to be a fall off after that happens.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, how is she gonna, like, side with someone who wants to commit mass genocide?
Oh, no, she does not side with
I know.
Avalon after he does it.
But then in what kind of mind does... I don't know, it's like, does Avalon not realize what he's fucking doing?
The problem with Avalon is...
And he's still doing it for, like, because he thinks it's, like, self-righteous or something.
He
like
started it for a righteous purpose, and it basically just kind of corrupted him. Like, that power of that god is definitely, like, a good influence on him. I need to upgrade this fucking bow. Holy shit.
You use bows?
In Dark Souls 2? Yeah.
Why?
Because there is one enemy I do not want to fight face to face.
A dragon?
Nope. Hippo troll. I don't know the actual name for it, but I just call it the hippo troll.
God, I'm so good at this game.
Yeah.
I'll be around.
Rivals.
And
I
that...
thought Marsh would be on, but I guess not.
Yeah, I thought Marsh would be on too by now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like... Melina kind of disappears. And I don't know, I might allude to the fact that,
Where'd she go? Yeah, where did she go during, like, after you become Frenzied Flame?
After you become Frenzied Flame, she leaves, and you know, she's going to take. I don't know about finding a successor, but
or like try to find someone else. I don't know.
Yeah, but she like at the moment, I might like allow a little theory that she is the reason why Dee found Avalon.
Does she even have access to Rendezvous?
Yeah, of course she does. She took you there, remember?
She's the one who let us. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like she was there, because the thing is, Melina can't even, like, I don't know what it is with the game, but she won't even appear in Round Table.
Yeah.
Maybe she just does it because, I don't know, Gideon knows her.
Yeah. But, I mean, Dee is also not always hanging out at the Round Table Hold either, remember? We meet Dee hunting Destined Death.
Destined Death?
Yeah.
Why, what was his name? Fucking Malekith?
Well, no, Dee hunts people who live in death, my bad.
About to say, Malekith. But he's friends with, Malekith, right?
Yeah, well, he doesn't know it's Malekith. He thinks it's Geraint.
Gronk is such a cool character. I wish I did his questline from the start.
Yeah, he is basically... He is, Marika's Blythe.
I thought it would just be weird, cause why, man?
Why? What?
It's like we had like D become like this, you know, executioner for those who live in death, but then like, why is he just limited to that, you know, role? Shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Like, why?
in the comic, he won't be limited. In the comic, I want him to basically be like, he will go after anyone who is against the Golden Order.
Why is he so loyal to the Golden Order?
I mean, he just is like that. That's his character in general, and that's why he hunts.
In what ways? Like, what is? Because I don't really know what he does.
Alright, so
Like, what does he do that is like, you know, loyal to America or something?
well, I mean, it's what he's already doing that in the base game. Do you know why he hunts those who live in death? Because death has been removed from the Golden Order. Therefore, if you're living in death, you aren't violating the Golden Order. And he says that constantly, like, you know, they are violating the Golden Order. They must die for it.
GG. Oh, is that why he kills Fia?
Yeah, that's why he kills Fia too.
But how does she live in death now?
Well, I mean, she literally claimed that she lives in death with the others. She worships Godwin.
I don't really know too much about that.
Alright, so Marika removed destined death from the world. Therefore, no one would die. But the only problem is, well, they can die, but they'll go to the Earth soon. But it also caused a problem where some people just won't die. That's why you see so many, like, shriveled up people in lands between.
Bro, they're like hollow. Some like they kind of look hollow because like they're basically just like, I don't know, undead, I guess, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like those wandering nobles. Like those guys do not look healthy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just simply the fact they can't die. That's why they also have those people in Ikea Lake who oh shit. Who, you know why they summoned that dragon?
Why?
So the dragon can burn them all.
Oh, that's actually sad.
Yeah, they want to like actually just die, and they'll get burned as many times as it requires for them to die, which is a similar practice in Dark Souls 2. Actually, there's a carriage that they would bring all the hollows to, and the whole point was that thing would be running in circles over and over and over, and it would be killing hollowed people until, well, it would be killing the people who are undead until they actually just die, like until they can go hollow and then get killed again. Yeah, and so Fia wants to put destined death back in, but it also will cause the people who live in death to not be scolded or murdered by the Golden Order anymore. They'll be allowed to live their way, and they'll be accepted.
It's a little tricky with Elden Ring. There's like so many characters that have their own little explanation of their story, but that's what makes it worth it.
Yeah, it's the stories that make me want to invest in the character.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, let's see. Oh, that works. Okay, that's good to know. Shit. Also, how's fucking your comic book with Marsh?
It's
How's that
alright.
shit going?
I just wish he would work on it faster.
Tell him.
I did tell him, like, alright bro, hurry up. But I know he's got other things. One thing I am glad though is that he's lowering his prices.
Really, how much?
I don't know yet.
I don't know.
He just keeps saying that, oh, they're lower now. He hasn't released a new sheet though.
Right. I wonder if, what's her name, Fran does fucking comic book stuff.
I don't know, but Fran would definitely be... I think Fran would be a little too expensive for me.
Yeah, that's true. I wonder if she does though. She's good. She charges like 50 or something. I don't remember how much she paid.
I mean,
How
Mark...
much did she pay?
it charged
you pay,
50
sorry?
for 2 characters. And, I mean, don't get me wrong, Marsh also would do the same thing. But, like, I feel like Fran's comic pages wouldn't be like Marsh's comic pages price. Because Marsh's comic pages were only, like, $75 per page. And, and if I wanted an extra page, it'd be, like, I don't know, like $20.
20 per page.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, the base price of 70, and then, you know, I pay like 20 for like extra pages, so I could get like a good amount out of them.
How much do you think you paid Marsh for your commissions?
Oh, I know how much I paid Marsh for my commissions.
How much?
I don't remember. But I do know that there's been days where I did drop like $400 on them.
Jesus fuck. Yeah. And to him, that's actually quite a lot.
Yeah.
Because USD converting to...
Yeah, now I make sure
Yeah.
that I never send him something that big at once, because the last time I sent him, it was like over $400. And then next thing I know, the very next day, Marsh's PayPal got shut down. Because they were like, it was
like,
suspicious
oh my God.
activity.
Did he ever receive the money?
I believe he did get the money later. It just took him a while to try to get it. Or maybe he didn't get it. I don't know. Either way, I lost my money, and that's all that mattered.
That's all that mattered.
Yep.
Holy shit. Yeah, an artist can be insane. That's good prices, I bet.
Yeah, commissioning artists can be expensive.
It's like, wow. Yeah, that's expensive. Yeah, it's hard to find low prices with high quality.
Yeah, because I know I could just be spending like $5 to get some of the shittiest art known to man.
Type shit. But at the same time, you want to just have them at least good.
Yeah. Marsh has that perfect balance of price and money. Where it's like, you know, I'm willing to spend this much for this quality. And
Yeah.
not only is that, like, you know, I'm going to spend this much for this quality, it's also I can afford to spend this much for this quality. Unlike a lot of other things where it's like, man, I really would love to buy a comic in your quality, but like... But I can't.
Yeah, it would be cool because then some of them they charge hefty prices.
Yeah, they... And I don't blame them. The thing is, though, like...
friends, he's like valid, you know, like, damn. I feel like her prices are like 50, so that's actually pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's a very good deal for friends. The only thing is, like, I don't know if I'd be able to get a whole comic out of it.
Yeah. I'm not saying like a comic, but at least like a page out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the thing. Like, people like Fran, like, you know, you can buy a comic from them, like, you know, a page, and that's pretty much all they're used to getting is like a page or two. Versus, like, if I wanted to get the whole comic book made.
Yeah. If you wanted to get like a really good high quality page, that's what I was wondering if a friend would do.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, because I was thinking about it, like, what if I did that shit? Like, I'll just have, like, I don't know, 3 panels or something. It's not even that crazy, like, or some shit like that. Only this character. It'd be cool to have her, like, illustrate, like, one cool thing or something.
Yeah. It'd be great for promotion, right?
But then it'd be kind of like clickbaiting, you know, like, oh, look at the new comics you're making.
Yeah.
Uses Fran's art instead of Marsh's art. Wait a second.
Yeah, wait a minute.
I thought,
No, I mean,
what is this?
I would definitely get, like, if I would commission Fran, stuff like that, it would definitely be, like, promotional art. Like, if I was going to get a comic page, I know what I'd do. I would get 4 big panels. And it would be Kai and Avalon when they both have the Vagabond armor. And they'd be smiling. And then it would be another thing, but they'd have different armor. But not their iconic armor yet, though, but a different armor. And it would be, Avalon's smile would be a little more faded, but Kai's would not be. And then the next panel, I would have them, like, where Avalon's smile is completely gone now. And Kai's is a little faded. And that Kai is now in his Raging Wolf set. And I'm debating if I'd want Avalon to have the frenzied eyes. And then the last panel would be their final confrontation. Where they're both staring each other down. Because they know what they're about to do and fight each other for.
Right.
Yeah, I
Oh
would.
shit.
Yeah, I would want to show like the evolution / downfall of the characters.
Yeah, that would be sick.
There's also another art I want to get. I might just draw this one myself, but
Yeah.
I want it to be like if either 2 or 3 characters in it, and I want it to be like Avalon kind of like sitting there, and then I want why am I forgetting the name?
Millicent.
No, not
Melina.
Millicent. No, not Melina.
D.
No, not D.
Gideon.
No, it's the girl for the Frenzied Flame.
Girl. Irene or something like that. I don't know.
I mean,
Hayeta.
Hayeta, yes. And I'd want Hayeta whispering into Avalon's ear. And I want Avalon to kind of like have a shocked expression. And then the side of his, like the side of the ear she's speaking into, I want to like slowly be like the frenzy infection.
Yeah.
But like I want his other eye to be completely fine. And I'd want to like label it the corruption. And like I'd want it to show like the second eye would be fine right now, but it like the very edge of the eye, you could see like the little spread going on. Because that's what it was supposed to be. And then if I have a third character, it would be Shabriri in the background. Like, just manipulating the whole... Well, not in the background, but behind both of them. Basically being the manipulator the whole time. Because that's what he is. Shabriri is quite literally the devil.
Yeah, Shabriri is kind of evil. Or he is evil. What the fuck am I saying? I do gotta say this though. When I was thinking about like imagine this shit, right? Because when you mentioned like a comic, what's it called? Page from Fran. I was thinking about this shit.
Let's
It's
hear
like three. It's like three panels, I guess. Just like starting off with like only 3 panels. Not gonna be like too crazy. Like yeah, that's why I was wanting to keep that. Because I want to see if I can actually use my card for once. Some shit like that. Be like, what if I make and purchase some shit like that? So I did it, or I tried to. But first things was I want to at least think about what I want first. So I was thinking, like, what if you just have like 3 panels, right? Just have 3 panels for the shit, and it's just like a close-up shot of both characters, right? Avalon and Kai, right? And then the bottom panel is like, it's gonna be like just a close-up shot of both of them, like doing like some fighting pose or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like that's gonna be like that's like a panel of like the final confrontation or some shit. Like it's like no text or anything. It's just gonna be like 3 images, I guess. Like 2, like if we're thinking about like a simple page, right? We think about the page real quick. Top right is gonna be like me, and then top left gonna be you, and then bottom square is probably just gonna be like just like a close-up shot of the fight. It's gonna be at the archery, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
The final
Or
fight
like
will take place.
Radagon's,
Yeah.
in Radagon's thing, right?
Yeah, inside the Erd tree.
Yeah, because we both killed the Elden Beast, but then now we really gotta go fight for it.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
It's gonna be an insane fight.
Yeah.
Because, like, I still remember where I want Melina to basically tell Kai.
Here to see light.
Oh, shit.
However,
To basically, like, tell him, like, hey, you know, you're the only one who can stop him at this point. So, you know, like, it's all on Kai right in that moment. Like, you know, I gotta stop. It's like, man, you know you gotta stop this guy now.
It'd be cool to see it illustrated.
It would be
sick.
cool. The fight scene would be amazing to see it go down.
Yeah. Something like that. I do want to see if my card actually works, so that's why I'm trying to see if I can do something like that. So they tried to set on my PayPal. It looked okay. Shit. Didn't seem it was like too bad. I thought it'd be like a long ass process, but I guess not.
I knew you'd be.
Oh shit. Did you use your PayPal when you made the commission for Fran?
Yep. PayPal is my go-to for artists.
I'll be around.
Man, I tell you what, I need to finish these drawings, and then I need to finish my commissions, and then I just need to go on an art hiatus on my one account, just so I can, and then I can just make art for my other, you know, for the account I want to make art on. I want to make Elden Ring art. I want to make Elden Ring art.
Elden Ring. Sick.
Man, I wish I could have this guy's drip so much. All I would need is your helmet, bro. Can you be nice enough to give me that shit?
Oh damn. Oh, what the? This is tough.
Yeah. I think my favorite thing about Elden Ring is I also feel like I can add many characters in. And that they just kind of fit. Instead of, you know, I feel like if I have to be careful when adding Dark Souls characters.
Hard to add on those characters. Oh shit. It'd be so interesting how fucking Night Rain would work.
Yeah.
Considering they're using fucking old assets. To be fair, I don't think there is story.
Yeah,
It's just a multiplayer Souls game.
This was just something to keep us distracted and happy while they work on the next project.
Elden Ring 2? No, not Elden Ring 2.
I doubt it.
Yeah, they're done. They
Yeah.
said, so that they said it's gonna be their final project.
Yeah, Night Rain
For
is
Elden Ring.
obviously...
Night Rain is just yeah.
Yeah. It is, because I don't think you can come back and make a sequel out of what you did with Night Rain.
To be fair, it's not even Miyazaki who's working on it.
Exactly. Miyazaki's working on something else. He's gonna create a fantasy world and destroy it.
Basically.
Yeah. Because, I mean, that's his process.
I do hope that with, you know, with Night Rain, they do make use of the multiplayer stuff.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And if they don't, I'm killing every single one of them.
I'm looking forward to the
Like,
mods
yeah.
that are going to come out after Night Rain.
The mods that's gonna come after Night Rain.
Yeah.
What kind of mods do you want them to add?
Oh, no, just, like, put the bosses in, Elden Ring.
I mean, to be fair, we do have stuff like that already, like Morgan.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god. I had like this, I just remember now, bro, like today, I went to take a nap and shit, bro. I had a dream with the fucking Draconic Sentinel from Night Rain. I was like, oh my god, not again. I was reliving it, bro. That fucker is so annoying.
Yeah.
Bro, when we played that shit, I was fucking determined to not lose, bro.
Yeah.
You had no idea. I was like, we're not losing, bro. There's no fucking way. And then when we started to like lose, like two of you guys were just dying. I was like, bro, I was getting tilted, bro. I was like, there's no fucking way y'all died.
What is the name of that other thing that guards?
Huh? The other thing?
Yeah, the other like tree thing.
Lando Knights?
No. It's almost like a serpent.
A serpent? I don't. What are we talking about? Night Rain?
No, just Elden Ring.
A serpent?
Yeah, you know how like they
Uh,
burst out of the ground and then you fight them.
Yeah, those are Is that a boss?
Yeah, it's the
I'm
boss
with the boss,
sometimes,
that's
but it also will basically it gets reused a lot in the game.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's like the I know what you're talking about though. What about it?
I don't know why, but so I think a fun little concept I wanted to do is the fact, like, you know, I don't think the Frenzy isn't really capable of creating new things. It's only capable of like warping and misshaping things that already exist. So a funny idea I had is imagine one of those, but instead of being like rot or golden order, they were chaos filled.
Chaos.
Yeah.
Serpent, whatever that thing is.
Yeah, those chaos serpent.
Oh shit. What made you even choose the Frenzied Flame as your like favorite ending?
That's my
It
favorite
legit
ending.
could have been Age of the Stars, but then we didn't get there, so why was it your favorite ending? Just because of how it looked.
It looks cool. Melina gets to live. Yeah.
But then she'll never love you because
That's
you're
fine.
a war criminal.
She wouldn't be able to love me anyway if she's dead.
Bro, with your fucking Dark Souls stories, bro, it's like, you know, oh, this character likes me, bro. Like, this character, the Elden Ring, I hate you! Kill him!
Yeah. Kill him, kill him. Kill him. Kill him. It's like I made a mistake with him. Kill him before he kills us all. Yeah, Melina feels so guilty, and she feels 100% responsible for what happens. Because it's like, yeah, I made this guy more powerful than anything, and then he burned the world. That's my fault.
Is that the only time in your fucking stories where you're the villain?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Pyke was ever a villain. Avalon's the only one who becomes a villain.
Exactly. He's just the villain, I guess.
Yeah.
The vaudeville villain.
And they also... My other ones will at least have good romance stories. that end either lovingly or tragically. But there was still, like, 100% love there. Like, with Anastasia and Pyke, they're probably my favorite pair. Yeah. Especially, like, both endings. Like, depending on which one I decide to grab in the end. Like, it's gonna be tragic because she was waiting for him. And then, because of the flame, she doesn't get to see him again. But he did give her something to remember him by. And then the other one is tragic because, you know, they did have a good life together, but eventually he does lose and fall due to he needed to basically protect the first flame from being relinked, because if it was relinked then the Age of Fire would continue. But eventually it does get relinked. when his body is basically the one used to sacrifice it. But, you know, at least they got to live a good time together. But yeah, I like the way I have Anastasia. You know, when she can't talk, but Pyrick will just, you know, give her company. He'll talk to her. Well, she'll listen. You know, he'll go over everything, and then later when she gets killed, Pyrick almost loses his shit, and he goes on like this huge like revenge thing going after Lautrec. Especially since Pyrick feels really guilty, and he feels like he's responsible for it because he did release Lautrec, and then at the same time he realized why Anastasia acted the way she did before he left. Because I'm going to have a scene before Pyrick goes down. Anastasia actually like grabs onto like a cloth on his armor, like a part of his armor, which stops him. And at first he thought that she was sad just because he was leaving, was scared, and he assures her he'll be back. But in reality, he realizes the reason why she was like that was because she knew Lautrec was eyeing her, and she at least felt protected when Pyrick was there to protect her. But like, you know, he goes on this whole revenge thing, and he gets her soul back. He didn't know that, you know, she could be brought back. He only just wanted to get her soul back, and he was gonna die, but she got brought back and was able to heal him. And she is still scared of speaking because she believes she's impure, but you know, Pyrick is still there for her, and he helps her out of that feeling she has. And then later, they blossom more, and you know, they get a good thing going. And it's especially going to be sad when Avalon's soul starts really fading, especially since Anastasia will know the signs of a hollow, since she's been there for so long and she sees what happens. But there's going to be a not cool scene, but a sad scene where I already told you about the helmet removal scene, right?
He just looks really hurt.
Yeah, where basically, like, Anastasia notices he's wearing his helmet, and he's never worn his helmet like around her, like he's always taken it off. And he told her he just feels, you know, more comfortable wearing his helmet now since he's worn it so long. But she knows that's a lie, and she called him on it. And then when he took off his helmet, it revealed that the scars he had have started spreading the undead curse throughout his body. And then, like, you know, but another sad scene is I want him to basically be asleep, and while he's sleeping, he actually just stops breathing, which then, like, scares her, so she shakes him awake, and you know, he apologizes, you know, for scaring her. But what happened? And when she talked about it, it's not like he just randomly stopped breathing. It was the fact that he was struggling to breathe, and that's when he told her he feels like he's drowning. Like, in his dream, he was basically sinking. And that scares Anastasia, because the one thing I will have used all the time in the Halloween comic is one of the final things they say before they say they're going hollow is that they feel like they're drowning. and they forget how to breathe. Like they don't know what it's like to breathe anymore because all they know is what it's like to drown. And I want, like, because I want the abyss. Like, you go, like, Pirate goes into the abyss, but like, you know, he's fine when he goes into the abyss, when he has the ring of the abyss, because it prevents you from being sucked into it. But what happens is, like, in the Hollow's mind, their dreams, I want them to slowly become darker and more unclear until it becomes completely, like, pitch black. And it revealed, like, the whole time in their mind was slowly turning into an abyss that slowly drowns them until they basically drown. They lose everything in the abyss, and then they become a Hollow. Like, it is an abyss. Like, I want them... Like I like to describe it, it is an abyss of broken memories.
Yeah. With Dark Souls, there's like so much like stuff you could go off, like especially when in terms of like tragedy.
Yeah.
So much shit to go off of, man. Dark Souls, like as
big.
short as it can be in terms of like gameplay, story-wise, there's a lot to expand off of. But most of it kind of just has to do with the past. So with Dark Souls, with your main character, you would have to go on based off of, you know, the guidelines of the game. But then at the same time, you would also have to follow you would have to follow stuff like
the lore.
You know. Yeah, I guess the lore, but at the same time, you can expand on your own, like, you know, your ideas just off of, like, what's it called? I guess their relationships, like characters' relationships.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool, because with Elden Ring, you could do the same thing. Like, you have a lot of relationships with these characters.
Yeah, I like how it can build on, like, the relationships of the characters in the game. Yeah, I like the characters. They're...
What?
Let me buy this.
How's your Dark Souls playthrough so far?
It's alright. I've been working up before I fight the Ancient Dragon Slayer.
Thank you, kind.
I wish they added that feature into the future Souls games. Where you could dress up a character.
There you are. I'm here in Matula, thanks entirely
That's
to
true. I do like Elden Ring's idea of crafting items.
Yeah, me too.
The only thing I can offer is pirate.
Crafting items is so cool. Because then it keeps you like playing the game a little bit more, and you know, because if you wanted to create items like, I don't know, fucking perfume bottles, you'd have to farm for those.
The number of times.
And don't get me wrong, getting like a lot of those is tough too. It's not easy.
Yeah, it is.
It's not easy to get a surplus amount of fucking crafting materials. Like pots are so useful as well too, because then it allows you to have stat buffs.
Yeah.
I'm always here, so come and see me when you're in town.
I don't know why, but lately I've been thinking about the fight.
Every journey eventually leads
between Avalon, D, and the Tarnished he has with him.
Do you see the way beyond the bonfire? There was once. You may just find something, but don't venture too far inside.
What?
Or you might not.
Like,
come back.
like how have you been thinking about it? Like, are you thinking about the characters that are gonna be there, or?
Mostly the fight choreography.
Oh.
Because the only characters that matter that are there will be Kai, Avalon, and Dee. The other ones are just there. Haven't really thought of their design too much. I'm thinking I'd have one mage and 2 other, like, physical combat guys. But, you know...
I already have, like, a bunch of, what's it called, characters made up, so if you want to use some of those, I can give it to you.
Yeah, I'll use those. I'll just send in, like, use these guys.
Hade's Tower of Flame lies beyond
And
the far gate.
the first one that gets taken out is the mage.
The
Because
apostles
fuck
of
the mage.
Lugava.
Mages definitely
The
can't
road
take a
leading
hit, that's
is
for sure.
perilous.
The mage I'll
The
have
gate
get
is
taken
really
out
some
by
contraption.
the Bloodhound
But how it
Finesse.
works, I just don't know.
To be fair, mages are quick.
Yeah, they are quick. But that's what makes, you know, that's why the Bloodhound Finesse is great.
May you find peace on your journey.
But then on top of that, that is just supposed to, like how quickly he gets cut down is supposed to kind of show, you know, the power that Kai and Avalon have now. Because they've basically always kind of been on an equal term with each other. But, like, Kai's like, well, like, he's like, wait a minute. Because what happens is, I want there to be a scene. Because, like, this is basically, like, this is like an over-leveled Tarnished fighting, like, regular leveled, if not under-leveled characters. Like, I mean, I'm sure you've had moments like that when you played Elden Ring, right? Hey Kai, you there?
Is my shit cutting out?
I didn't know if you cut out or if you just weren't responding in that moment.
Shit. But I was talking, so.
Oh shit.
I did get cut out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, with the Bloodhound Finesse, it is don't get me wrong, it's like a really good Ash of War, especially when baiting someone, like, you know, in a sword combat fight. It is pretty difficult to, like, capture. At the same time, it's not 100% effective.
Yeah.
Like, in terms of, like, legitimate combat, yeah, it's not that good. It's more of like a one-trick weapon, if I'm being honest.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. But anyway, so the fight, the like actual like fight when people are using like their swords is gonna be great. Especially like near the end, because like this one, I'm just not gonna like I'm not gonna have anything kind of be held back in this moment, like in this fight. And a fun scene I want to do is I want one of them to like go to swing at him, like an overhead swing. And I want him to be stopped at like the base so, you know, his attack can't continue. And then I want it to be followed up by Avalon bringing his sword down and cutting off the arm. And then I want him to grab the dude by the collar of his armor and pull him in and give him a headbutt. Because I just think it'd be fun. So, that part is unique because I don't really like planning on like actual like intense fights. I usually like making regular fights. But I want this one to show, like, because it'll be like a show to the audience and to Kai that, yo, you know, he is a whole lot different now. You know, it's like Avalon wanted him to act like this before, and that's why he wants to stop him. And then that's when the whole lash out happens, and then they fight.
Yeah. Yeah, with Avalon, at that point when Dee's attacking, there shouldn't be any like I don't think they should be holding back on that one.
Oh no, yeah.
They did just get back. They did came back from hell, bro. Because the DLC is something else.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and since they came back from the DLC and they survived and they were able to beat a young General Radahn, yeah, they are definitely like over leveled compared to the other Tarnished in the areas. Like, I think, like, they already were more powerful than like every other Tarnished after they beat Morgott, because, like, you know, no one else has been able to go that far. You know, no one else could do what they did at that moment. And then they take it a step further, and then they go to the DLC and become even stronger. They will be like the 2 strongest Tarnished in the land. And that is why Melina goes to Kai, because she knows Kai is the only one who's just as strong.
It looks pretty sick. Oh shit. I do get it, but then with Melina just being away after you become pregnant, it's like, what is she doing? You know? Shouldn't she be trying to look for somebody, like someone to take over?
Yeah, I think she would be, but the only one who's like actually like that is Kai. And before she can find Kai, they go into the DLC.
Yeah, I guess Kai's probably like only one, right?
Yeah, he really is the only one at this point.
That point. Yeah, that, or shouldn't she be trying to gather as much people as she can? Be like, this is not good. We need to go stop this fucker.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she is, but at the same time, like whenever, like when it comes to like, why doesn't she just like start a new guy? Like, you know, you'd also have to consider like how powerful this guy is, and the fact he can continue to get powerful without her now. And if she tries to get someone from the beginning and, you know, try to level him up, he's going to eventually run into Avalon, and Avalon's going to kill him. Straight up.
Which is why
Transient being.
I think that does make sense why D is the one who's like greeting us when we leave the DLC.
It
Is this
doesn't.
in Moog's Palace?
Yeah, it'll be. I think I'm going to change it to Moog's Palace.
Transient being.
We leave where we came from? I don't know.
Be gone.
Because then,
How do we leave?
How do we leave? I'm still figuring it out because I know how we get in the DLC, but I'm not sure how we
But
leave.
how do we get out?
Yeah, that's the big.
I don't know,
question.
Grace.
Maybe.
I don't know. Because it's not like, because the grace belongs in the land between, but the land of shadows.
Yeah, only
Grace
we
is
can see
there.
that grace in the land of shadows.
You know what? It could just be an underlying plot hole.
Yeah, I need to. I
Be
think.
like, oh, we returned anyways.
Wait. I think I know how I'm going to do it. So we touched Mikola's arm to like go into the DLC. We could probably use Mikola's crown to leave. Who knows? In order to try to make sense of it all.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
shit.
I mean, Avalon's basically had a target on his back since he inherited it. Because, you know,
Girl.
like, you're already an enemy of the Golden Order if you do it.
Oh shit. It's like that guy, he fucked up, you know what I mean? Or not really fucked up, but he fucked up between like, what's they call it, trying to do things right. He tried to do things right, but it just ended up being shit, I guess.
Yeah.
The tragic story of Avalon. Insert last name here.
Yeah. But it is actually a unique thing where Melina realizes, like, she did mess up when she came to choosing, like, out of the two. Because she looked at them in, like, terms of power than in terms of, like, character. Because, like, when you looked at Kai was there, like, you know, Kai was powerful at his moment, and Kai, like, you know, Kai had his own power, but Kai didn't have dreams to be the Elden Lord,
Bearer of
and,
seek souls,
but he
seek
did,
the king,
he was very selfless, because he wanted to help other people,
lest this land swamp.
and when you looked at it the other way, Avalon did have, like, those, like, dreams and aspirations, but then at the same time, you could obviously tell he was selfish in his reasoning and what he wanted.
Yeah. Oh shit. His reasonings are obviously selfish. That's why I guess it would be like I guess this makes sense why he's a hated character, or should be a hated character at the end of the story.
Yeah.
So, you know, this guy, being as he is.
Yeah, like, he's confident in his own power. He like, you know, he believes he should be the Elden Lord, because he doesn't believe he should be the Elden Lord, but he wants to be the Elden Lord, and he's willing to do what it takes to achieve his goal. Which is something that's, like, it sounds great in theory. You know, like, oh, like, you want to be the Elden Lord.
Don't waste my...
But then at the same time, like, how far are you willing to go? And it's like, but why exactly do you want to be Elden Lord? It seems like when it comes to Avalon, it seems to be like a control thing. Because, like, he doesn't trust other people very much. Like, he doesn't believe in the fact that, you know, there can be... He doesn't believe in, like, power to the people, because he believes if people had all the power, then they'd all just end up like the Badlands.
Oh, damn, I just hit the nastiest quad feed. Holy.
Oh shit, you did?
So intense. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh my god. They tried to go shadow me too. They want Jeff and I killed him. Holy. It's actually weird how these bots, some of them are bots, I could tell. I don't know why in games, but they just add bots for no reason. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh my god, bro. I wonder if Marsh is gonna go be playing that other game.
Repo?
During the weekend. Yeah.
I'd hope so. And if he's
Did
not
that
playing,
guy just solo ult me?
probably.
I just got solo ulted by a fucking Wolverine. I hate this game immensely. I no longer like this game. I'm killing every single Logan players in this match. I actually need a little bit more awareness too, bro. I usually think I got like last minute until I could go dive and heal, but nah. This is awful. This is awful, man. Oh my god. I'm soloing this entire team. Oh my god.
No, I guess this area has been cleared out. Things to me, I got the devil inside. This one made it. This was coming. Now finding joy.
Dude, Wolverine is so overpowered.
He is?
Yeah.
Oh, when this game first came out, he was like shitty.
Not if you know how to play him. Holy shit. Yo, this Wolverine needs to get off my dick, bro, please. I don't know, when it comes to this, you need really good kill selection. It's like, who do I go for?
Fucking bitch.
Why is this almost like a real match? Half of these guys, bro. They just started playing for real. I've never had that happen to me before. Never had that happen to me before.
Oh, really? What happened?
The platform lifted me up as I ulted.
Oh, damn.
Like, I don't know what it is, but there's like a platform I can go on top of. Going 28 and stuff. Not bad. I wanted 30, but okay. %59% accuracy. better than March, honestly. How does he miss with the night? I don't know, man. I need work on my Jeff skills, though. For sure. Collect 5 health packs. I need to kill 25 people at Pella. Marvel Rivals can be fun, but sweaty at the same time, bro. Hated it. I need one more spin. And I get every single reward in the game. Oh my god. The Punisher, should I play the Punisher or Mr. Fantastic? Who should I play?
Punisher.
Punisher it is. Crazy. I don't know how long it will take the guys who create this to go up for Dark Souls. How would it work? Actually,
How would what work?
because you can't summon anyone until you use a humanity, right?
Yeah. But who knows how it'll work with this.
Well, we just need like a nearby bonfire and it'll just give us the required items already. I don't know.
Maybe.
Because it seems like, you know, with Elden Ring, all you needed to do was get the fucking bonfire, and then you can get your items. And not bonfire, you need the grace. And you get the items, like the pot, and then the effigy, and all that shit. Bro, it took me a while to realize, because I was like, I swear I downloaded the mod correctly, but then what happened was, what's it called? I downloaded the mods, but then I forgot what I needed to do to get the effigy and shit, so I was like, fuck, why didn't I install the mod correctly? But then I realized, fuck, I guess I didn't even get the fucking grace. But I just started playing a little bit, I got the grace, so I was like, oh shit, that's what I needed to do, just get the grace. I was like, shit, because I haven't played Seamless Co-op in a while, so all I thought I could do was just get on the game and just play it. Oh shit. I do hope Dark Souls won't be as bad as I remember. Because I remember it being fucking asinine. No offense to Dark Souls enjoyers.
Dark Souls
didn't have
2
a good time.
only gets fun the longer you play it. That whole, making you only have one Estus is bullshit.
I just realized this. I don't really know much about the Mr. Fantastic, or not Mr. Fantastic, but the Fantastic Four story. Is Johnny and what's it called? I don't know. They're not related or anything, right?
Johnny
They're
and
just
Sue
like,
are related, I believe.
They are? Johnny and... Oh. I didn't know that, though.
Yeah.
That's actually... Oh shit. I don't really watch much Marvel stuff anymore, so I was like so confused. I was like, are they related or something?
I haven't watched any new Marvel shit in a while. But back then, when it was like popular, like you know how I can be. I'm autistic as shit. I want to know everything. So I started like reading a bunch of comics, listening to a bunch of the little lore videos of theirs. Seek mightier souls. Okay, buddy.
I do remember that.
Yeah. And then, according to the movies, they got their powers from like a space storm.
Yeah, it's like some cosmic energy or some cosmic rays. I remember it. You know what? Fuck this shit. I'm playing Punisher. I tried playing Mr. Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Ain't that shit. Shields up.
Shields up, motherfucker.
Frank Castle, that's his name. I remember it now. Punisher's real name is Frank Castle.
Yeah.
Why did he go crazy or some shit?
His family got killed.
Did his family die? Like
He
assassinated?
He was a cop, and he used to do everything by the books. And then, like, the gang and villains murdered him and his family. Well, not him, but they murdered his family. And he just decided, okay, you know what? I'm done. I'm going to kill these motherfuckers.
Type shit. Mentality.
Like, I remember, like, watching the old Punisher movies. And I remember they're like, look, Frank, I know you're angry. And he goes, angry? It's like, I got angry, you know, when I came home and, you know, or like if one of my dishes broke. I got angry, you know, if my favorite sports team didn't win. It's like, now you telling me my whole family died, like, you know, was murdered, and it's been months, and there's been no update on the police? Do you really think angry is the best way to describe how I'm feeling? So yeah, now he basically looks at, and he takes it to the extreme too. Like he'll look at like crime as like he sees everything as black and white. So if like, you know, if you're good, you're good. If you're bad, I'm gonna kill you.
Punisher can be like a really ruthless character, but then he'd be so relatable at some points.
Yeah. Because I mean, like, you get, like, after a certain moment, it's like, man, why don't they just, you know, why don't you just kill this guy? Because I mean, we've all looked at the Batman comics and be like, you know, Batman could save a lot of lives if he just decided, oh, Joker, you're dead. Though I also gotta say, you would think that like they'd execute the fucking Joker. Like, you know, they'd sentence a dude who like caused mass murder to like death.
Oh my god, this guy almost died. This guy really just so ulted me. I'm so pissed. Okay. That means I have to play this game longer, chat. And I miss like making gameplay videos and shit. I just wish I knew how to do it on a professional level. Also, I just realized you can use your smoke screen as like a jump boost.
You can?
Yeah, just shoot it at your feet.
I've only used it as a attack.
Yeah, I just realized you could use it as a fucking jump boost.
I'll need to keep that in mind.
You just place it at your feet and just shoot it. "40 kills, Punisher." I'm insane. Let's go. I'm on fire. 40 kills. How much kills do I need more as Punisher? Even though I got 40, that should be it. That should be it. Let's go, Punisher down.
Hell yeah, yeah.
More quests. That was like the first time I ever played Punisher, actually. Shit.
What'd you think?
He's easy.
Yeah, he is easy. That's why I play him.
Let's start difficulty. Banner, the Punisher, or Hela? We tried Punisher again.
Out to fetch it. Flame.
So he was a cop?
Yeah, he used to be a cop.
Shane from The Walking Dead, basically.
Pretty much.
I wish I didn't stop watching The Walking Dead.
I've never watched The Walking Dead in like a consistent form.
What do you mean inconsistent form?
Like it was only on the TV, and that would be if I was like, if my parents allowed me to stay up that late with them.
I get that.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Bro, I'm gonna go rage quit. I'm gonna rage quit right now, bro. I'm fucking stealing my kills. Dude, you can burn the fucking Hulk with Punisher. His health goes down like super quickly. All you need to do is use the shotgun on the Hulk.
Yeah.
You can kill him pretty quickly.
He can kill you pretty quickly too.
Not really, but yeah, I don't. If you run away, of course. That's I actually do think the New York accent is kind of cool. I don't know what it is with the New York accent. It's like really unique. It's the closest thing you'll get to Italian, so. Bullets do you have in this fucking thing, bro? The turret has so much bullets.
It should tell you. I think you have 200.
Do I? Seriously? You're that smart enough to just... They lied to me. These guys are stealing my kills. I get them low and they just steal it.
Yep, welcome to Punisher.
Clobbered me, bro. Fuck you. Dores gonna bruise. No one's smart enough to walk out? Guys, I just ulted. You guys are assholes, you know that? You one assholes. That's what I gotta say.
Hey, yo, Marsh sent a
What's that? You sent a message?
Yeah, I don't know. Did he send that today? 250 he goes, why y'all cheating on me? The fuck?
What did you say?
Why y'all cheating on me?
Dude, why y'all cheating on me? To you? He sent a message to you?
No, in the lounging hall. Did he send that today?
That was today, 8:50. Oh my god, yeah, that was today. Hmm. You just said nigga what?
Yeah, cause like, what is he talking about? Bitch, get
What? About you cheating on me? Huh? What is he talking about? I should kill you or something. Alright, I completed it. When now? Oh. Sweet. I completed it. What now? Now what? Galactus Cosmic Adventure. What are we supposed to do? Ping Marsh whenever we're on? To be fair, he doesn't do that, so I don't know,
yeah,
bro.
last I checked, he don't do that. And literally,
Yeah,
bro,
you
I just
don't.
get on the voice chat. I just wait for one of y'all to get on.
That's it. I don't tell this nigga I get on. The fuck? I only get on if you want to get on, so if you're... Yeah. Why is Lee the funniest person alive? I have a bit. What? Ew! No! Lee is not the funniest person.
Lee fucking sucks. What even is their joke? One, they're all gay. Isn't that Lee's joke?
Exactly.
Lee's joke is, oh, all these characters are gay. Oh, I'm gay. I'd fuck the shit out of this monster. Like the fuck?
Honestly, their friend group sucks ass. Aren't you in one of their servers?
I am in Cookie server.
No shit, bro. Who's that one again? That's I remember who Cookie is though.
Cookie.
Do you have a public server?
Cookie does. I don't
Really?
even. Am I in? I don't think I'm in Miss Lee's server, but let me double check.
I'm pretty sure you have Cookie server or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I am in Cookie server. Yeah. I haven't been on there in a while. I need to. Oh shit! I need to get out of this one. Who the fuck? Leave server.
Discord server. You gonna leave their Discord server?
I'm leave. I found out that I was still in like Miss Lee's one, and they are all just dumb.
Damn. That would be rare though. It's like shit. Now you have their server. You're gonna leave Miss Lee server? I don't know. With shit like that, I feel like it'd be like at least worth to keep it around. Not being it or actively speaking it, but you know, at least you're in it.
All they ever say is like, "Oh, I don't like this person. Block and report them."
It's like, why are you forcing other people just because you don't like a certain person? Marshall posted new art.
You did?
That wasn't him. It was for someone else.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I did see that for SHP.
But I don't know who the fuck that is, but cool, I guess.
They messaged me recently. They're like, "Hey, can you do promotions for my comic?" It's like, bro, I don't know your comic.
You would only do it if you knew what it is.
I mean, it's not my type of story. That's for sure. I've never liked. I've never been a fan of. Yeah, I know exactly what it was. It was like it was another kaiju related one, but then it has something I completely fucking hate. I've always hated those stories that are like, oh, you know, you're a dude who enters an all-female world. Nah, that's dumb. That shit's dumb.
Now you have a dumbass harem that'll go nowhere.
Yeah, dumbass harem. Nope. Like, motherfucker, you don't seem to understand. Let's be real about it. Like, if you went into a world of all women, they ain't gonna want you. You know why? Because they're all gonna be lesbians.
Yeah, I don't know. That sounds like you're just like homophobic. I don't know.
I don't know. I've just never been a whole fan of the whole, you know, like, oh, I go into a world of only women and I'm super powerful here. It's like, bro, I don't know about you, but it sounds like coke. It sounds like you can't pull bitches unless you the only dude.
Real. I'm just gonna reply to Marsh's thing real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nigger.
God damn.
I don't know. Cause you're a nigger. And I hate niggers.
Wheeze?
Wheeze? I'm not too particularly fond of the Negro. Since I am one myself, kinda. Oh shit.
You know, I saw a post today on Twitter, and it was like a bunch of like black people on like Twitch where they're like, oh, she basically dropped a new album on this, and he goes, if I wasn't black, I'd be racist to me too. It's like, god damn.
90% of the fucking fades people get into are of the same race. So if you're a black guy, most of your fades are run with a black guy.
Why don't you fight Asian people? It's like it will never end, bro. You're gonna continue to fight your own race, man.
No, they still do attack Asians. Like, remember that whole stop?
No, but it's rare though.
No,
it's
it ain't
rare.
Rare. Remember the whole Stop Asian Hate thing that went on?
Yeah.
That thing was stopped so fast and quickly when people started asking who's attacking Asians.
Bro, who?
They said they stopped it because they didn't want to sound racist. What the fuck? What do you mean by that?
Real. It's like, who are you talking about? Who's attacking them, bro?
Yo, bro, have you ever heard of the Rooftop Koreans?
Nope.
Oh my gosh, it was such a interesting time in the world. There was this black guy who got beaten by the cops. You know, very similar story that, you know, we've heard this before, but it was a long time ago. And there was protests that got really violent, and for some reason they were specifically going after Asian store owners. So they kept calling the cops to come down, but the cops would never come. So the Koreans just started arming themselves and started fighting. Like, they would get on the rooftop and just start shooting at people, like the protesters that would come at them.
What the hell? They did that?
Yeah. They were the...
How many people died?
I don't know. Well, no, they didn't just, like, randomly, like, go up and start, like, shooting everyone who walked by. But, like, the violent protesters that were coming at them that had weapons and shit, they just started shooting at them. Like, there was an interview that was happening once with the Rooftop Koreans, and, like, a bunch of people started, like, coming down, and they just started shooting at them. Like, in the middle of their interview.
Like, some, like, legitimate, like, people who were getting interviewed, and they were also, like, against those guys.
Yeah. It was basically, like, a Korean gang. And then, like, the Koreans, they would, like, message each other, like, hey, they're coming down near my store, people come here. And then the Koreans, it was, like, the whole community of these, like, Koreans with guns shooting at people. To protect each other's store because the police wouldn't do it. Because of course the police wouldn't fucking do it.
Right? Of course they wouldn't. Oh shit. Honestly, when it comes to like small militias, it's kind of crazy, bro. Because those guys got power, bro, and then when like everybody has a small militia, it's like, what do you do, man? This is why you never live in Mexico.
Yeah, that's why you never live in Mexico. America gave the Mexican cartel so much fucking money and like so much like weapons that they became more powerful than the actual military.
Oh shit. It's like, why even like keep or allow immigrants like coming in most of the time, bro? It's like, bro, that's why border controls, that's why you gotta get rid of half of these niggas, bro. Like, no offense, I know it's like if you report a bunch of these people, oh no, you're ruining families that already lived here already, bro. Why don't you just give them a chance? No, bro. Get them gone. They chose this shit. No, if they knew the consequences, bro, of course that shit's gonna get ruined, bro. They knew it, bruh.
Oh shit, I didn't do any of Whispers.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm never like the whole illegal immigration thing.
I'm gone. Get them gone.
Get them gone. Get them gone.
Exactly. Why keep them here, bro?
No, it is kind of funny though. So, do you know about the whole Is it El Salvador? El Salvador? What is
I
it?
don't know.
It don't matter.
No idea.
Where they're sending all the violent, like, illegal immigrants, they just classify them as terrorists and put them in, like, that one dungeon.
Alcatraz. I'm just kidding.
No, not Alcatraz, but they're putting... I think it actually is El Salvador. Or they're putting them in a prison, so they basically become work slaves.
Damn.
Yeah. And you want to hear the thing? Like, they actually pay... They're actually paying us to give them our prisoners. And it doesn't cost the taxpayers of that country any money, because they actually have them work so much. But that is the last place you want to be in prison.
Damn.
Yeah, like,
A lot of gang members in here.
well, here's what happened. So they got a new leader. Like, before, this place was like completely overrun by like the enemies and like a bunch of bad people. And then they got a new president who legit decided, I'm not going to let any shit fly. We're arresting all of them and we're putting them in that fucking prison. And, like, the thing is, like, people said what he did is super extreme, but I can't argue with the results it had on the place. Because the place went from, like, this normal, like, innocent civilians, they wouldn't leave their homes, or, you know, like, have their, like, daughters or any family member leave the home. They were always working for free. None of the money they ever got they could take home because they had to give it to these like cartels and gangs under threat that they'd kill them and their family.
You do have a right time.
And so what he did is he came in and was like, yep, everyone even believed to be associated with these gangs are being arrested. If they have any of the gang tattoos, they immediately get put in the prison. Our prison guards wear masks and they don't need to tell anyone their names, so then, you know, they can't go after their families. And
So they just isolate a bunch of them just because if you look like one.
yep. And the thing is, like, if like any like proven like gang member, you know what, they get put in like tight cells, and then there's like they have like different classes. There's one, you're never going to see the light of day. There's going to be one, you work for us for the rest of your life. And then there's like you'll work, but then you'll probably get to go home one day. But it all depends.
Now,
Yeah.
good,
Yeah.
bro. Lock them up.
Yeah, lock them up. Lock them up. I say the same thing.
Nothing suited you, I.
Like, call it an extreme take, but nah, lock them up.
Real shit. Just play stupid games, win stupid prizes, gang. You know what it
Exactly.
is.
They don't treat people good in El Salvador. Well, they didn't treat people good when they were not in El Salvador. So, like, you know, I don't give a fuck.
El Salvador.
Yeah. I don't know. Put them criminals to work, bro. If they actually did bad things, yeah, put them to work.
I don't know. Could kill him.
Yeah.
Soy el fuego que arde de tu piel.
I still believe that if you kill someone, then you definitely should get executed for it. Like, if that, not a like if there's like a 100% like, yep, they definitely did this, there's possibly no other way, or, you know, there's actual like full-on proof that this guy killed this person, then I 100% believe that guy needs to be executed.
Type shit. Oh my god. It's like, at that point, you need to just start lowering standards, like, or like who deserves that kind of shit, bruh. Cause like at this point, bruh, if you have too many criminals in your damn country, bruh, get them out.
And then on top, yeah, and then on top of that, they're just wasting tax dollars too.
Exactly.
never be the same. It's like a part of their, I don't know. Because the thing is, it's kind of sad, because like even in video games, and they just depict Mexico as like a terrible I mean, maybe like some parts are like, you know, nice, right?
Yeah.
You know, some parts like if we're talking about like urban area, yeah, no, you're not, don't go there. So if you want to be a tourist, stay in the tourist spots, bro.
Yeah, you know it's bad when they legit have a go and no go areas in Mexico. Like, just stay on this path and you'll be fine.
Especially when there's like a bunch of spots where you don't want to go, especially urban areas. It's like, I recommend you don't go into the urban areas if you're visiting, unless you got family in those urban areas. So yeah, awake. Like if you're black, don't go into Harrison, Arkansas.
If you're what?
Arkansas. If you're black,
Yeah.
don't go to Harrison, Arkansas, bro.
Real shit.
A lot of people say it's like I think it's because it's the home of the KKK.
You know, there's actually
Some shit like that.
You want to hear a fun fact about the KKK?
What's the fun fact? I don't think
So,
any fact about
originally the KKK actually completely disbanded, but
yeah.
a movie came out called Birth of a Nation, which ended up like revitalizing the KKK.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Nope.
We used to be so goated. Guys, just come back.
Yeah, they saw that movie and they were like, the fuck? Like, we need to bring this shit back, y'all.
I actually am. But it's not like there's a bunch of active members anymore.
Yeah, and I mean, let's be honest. If I'm gonna be honest, 90% of any KKK meeting or extremist meeting, they're gonna be feds. 90% feds.
It's like, at that point, if they do get any, like, new members, it's probably because some of them were just, you know, raised by members, you know?
Yeah, but no, you're 100% being watched. They're listening to everything you say. They're federal agents, man.
I guess they can't stop them for hating. It's freedom of speech. They can't stop them for hating.
Yeah, they can't stop you for hating, but like, they watching you, because then if they do deem you as like, oh shit, this guy actually is a threat, they will like arrest you and shit.
Yeah, because if it goes from fucking hating to war crime, then okay.
Yeah, if you go from hating to the point where they actually think, oh shit, he might actually do something, yeah, something's gonna happen. But mostly, it is federal agents trying to get you to do something illegal. That's all it is.
It's just trying to get you to do illegal shit. They low-key be trapping people, though.
They really do. Like, have you ever heard of Ruby Ridge?
No, I haven't.
Oh shit. That I'm not even gonna get into that shit. You're gonna have to watch a video on it.
Have you heard of Chris Chan?
Yep, I have heard of Chris Chan. I refuse to watch every single lore video about him, though. I refuse to get into that lore.
The goat of all goats?
He completely represents how I see the Sonic fandom, though.
He's the Sonic fandom.
Yeah, he legit represents the Sonic fandom.
You know, one thing I do want to get back into is watching Star Wars, bro. I know it's like nerdy as shit, but Star Wars has some good stuff, bro.
I love Star Wars, bro. Not so much that new shit. I don't like that new shit, but like that old stuff is bad.
Rebels, I kind of want to watch Rebels. Just
Rebels?
rewatch the entirety
Yeah.
of Rebels. Like, that's the only thing I want to watch.
I kind of want to watch the Clone Wars again and the prequel trilogy.
Thing is, I watched Clone Wars too many times. I don't think I want to get into Clone Wars.
Oh, okay.
You know, like when you watch something, it's like so good, but then like, oh,
But then you
Seen
overdo it. Yeah, if you overdo it.
Yeah, you overdo it.
yeah.
like I can get into a couple episodes, but like episode by episode,
Yeah, that makes
that's
sense.
not gonna happen.
Oh, damn.
You're not gonna get that out of me. Nope. I love the show, but you're not gonna catch me doing that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Ooh, damn. But yeah, I want to watch the prequel trilogy.
Satisfied?
Prequel.
Yeah.
I'll be around if you come back.
Which one was that one? The prequels are the
That's Anakin, Obi-Wan.
Wars? Yeah, Clone Wars. You wanna rewatch those movies?
I like those ones.
Don't get me wrong, it's just like
Not
I
the
don't know what
best
it is,
dialogue.
bro, but it's like the story is the movie is so long.
Yeah.
It takes so long.
I like.
I don't know. It's like movies like those, like Harry. If you watch Harry Potter, bro, it's a long ass movie, bro.
I did
So
watch
if
Harry
you gotta,
Potter.
You gotta go through that whole thing, bro. It's like, and then if you can survive the first movie, bro, I commend you if you can watch the second one.
Yeah. I like how I get to watch like the fall of the Republic through it all. Fuck. Oh shit, it's almost 4 in the morning.
Yeah, but those movies, it could be like, I think they're what, at least an hour long, but the progression takes so long it feels like 2.
Yeah. Episode 3 is definitely my favorite though. Like, you could just watch episode 3 and it's like, hell yeah.
Get rid of this shit. This is the next one I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get this, Jeff. 600 points. Oh my god, I gotta have no school tomorrow, bro. No school. No school. This is only a national holiday, or not national, it's only for this state. Not a national holiday. State holiday. Yeah. I'm pretty sure in other states they don't really have the same holidays as us, because we have like a bunch like Hawaiian-based holidays. Oh shit. You about to hop off soon?
Yeah.
Heavy sequester. Yeah, this is the fucking season for this. Yeah, it's 16 days.
I fucking hate fighting the ghosts, bro. Because I can't lock onto a ghost.
This is why I will never play Dark Souls 2.
Yeah, you can't lock onto them. They're hard to hit because they'll roll around too.
Rather die than play Dark Souls. There's a game called Split Fiction.
I've heard of it, but I don't know what you do in it. What's it about?
It's basically like a 2-player game, but it's like a 2-player co-op game basically. So like, you basically can't do shit without the other player. So like, say like I need to get to this area, but you need to do a certain action for me to get there. So it's like a cooperative type of thing. What's a similar game? I forgot what it was. I played it recently with my friends. We were playing, it's about like, I'll tell you the story. It's like about this dysfunctional family or some shit. The mom and dad are about to get divorced, but then the daughter cries on her 2 dolls, and then parents' soul, they went into the dolls, and their objective is to try get back together or something like that. That's like the whole story. Like they have to like complete a mission for them to turn back into humans in their human form, but in the end they realized because of their bond and connection while trying to go, you know, get back to normal, they just got back together, and then they just ended up, you know, fixing up the whole family, stuff like that. The daughter in the end of the fucking game, she was like, I'm just gonna leave because I'm pretty sure, because she felt like it's her fault that the parents are breaking up.
We once had a master.
Yeah, like she straight up just left in the movie. I was like, and then me and my friend were like, are you kidding me? We went through all this dumb shit just for the daughter to leave, and then eventually they did come back for the kid. They knew where she was going. They saved the kid and shit. Well, not saved the kid, but they did find her. And then the happy ending, you know.
Yeah.
This guy fucking Marshawn, LeBron James, and Bronny James kissing. This is fucking shit, bro. It sickens me.
Our master was a tragically lonely soul.
I'm sick of this man.
Yeah, damn,
I
Marsh.
should kill him. I should kill him.
In the end, he never understood.
The first thing I'm gonna say to him is the fucking N-word. Every single possible slur, even the white ones, like cracker. I don't know. I only know cracker. Oh shit, Lakers, Pacers tomorrow. Denver Nuggets and Milwaukee Bucks. Sweet.
Nobody knows when we were born.
Air quality, good.
Or where our
What?
master has
What is
gone.
that supposed to mean?
The only ones who
I'm
even
breathing.
speak a human tongue. are
Quality of the
myself
air
and
is
my
better than it was
half.
back then, I bet. Back in World War II. Hella smoking gunpowder.
Wish to ask a favor of you. I want you to kill my betrothed.
What is this?
Once, I always
What
felt
year
her
is
at
it?
my side.
What the fuck? 2020,
As
bro.
time went on, things went awry. She became violent, raging uncontrollably.
Alright.
Eventually, she came after me.
Let me just go pat
been
things
locked in
up on my
combat
end
ever
real quick
since.
before I head off, because I want to check out Game Pass at least.
Alright.
We seem to be at a standstill. The wounds we exchange.
Are you just wrapping things up on Dark Souls?
Yeah, I'm just
I
talking
was
to a
born
dude.
with my master's madness. Perhaps
Oh,
this is some
shit.
curse. I will be sure to assist you in return.
God, we gotta go finish up that Elden Ring stuff soon. Although it's gonna take more than
Past is a distant
one sitting,
fog.
actually, considering the
My
pace
name
I
is
want to go
Tom.
at, which would be grabbing every single
That is all
item.
that I remember.
To be fair, I feel like we could just go into Crumbling from Azula already. But the thing is, I kind of want to play more DLC than base game right now.
Yeah, we'll do more of that.
There isn't anything fun on the fucking Game Pass, bro. I freaking hate it. Except for Call of Duty. Call of Duty's on fucking Game Pass for some reason.
Yeah.
Probably because Microsoft owns stuff
Yeah.
now. Oh my god, Clone Drone in the Danger Zone. This is an old ass game. What the fuck? It's on Game Pass on Xbox? Holy shit, I haven't seen that game in a while.
What game?
You ever heard of this old game? Oh wait, hold on. I'll tell you. Clone Drone in the Danger Zone. It's basically you play as a drone, like a robot, and you're in like a coliseum, and you just have to fight other robots. The robots are AI, basically, and then you get upgrades, and then you just keep fighting other drones or robots. You know.
That sounds
It's like
cool.
yeah. Graphics aren't all that. It's like a pixel. It's like, it reminds me of Pixel 3D. If you ever played Pixel 3D, have you ever heard of a gun called the Iron Bread?
I have played
play as
Pixel
Bread.
Gun.
Yeah. You ever heard of a game called Iron Bread?
No.
It's just a game that you play as a piece of bread, and your goal is to cook yourself in a toaster.
That's funny.
I don't know why. I just thought that game was like really funny to watch. Like, there's like content creators and stuff. They just try to put themselves in a toaster and they play as bread. The thing is it's not like an easy game too. The mechanics are hard, and then you have to make sure that you don't get dirty at all. Like you can't touch the ground, you can't touch the floor or anything disgusting. Otherwise, you'll become dirty bread. Like you'll lose your value, and then when you cook yourself, you're just gonna be like cooked dirty bread or something. Generation Zero was a fucking letdown. This game looked like it had a lot of potential, but it just, I don't know, didn't end up being all that. I am looking forward towards there's a new Subnautica game coming out, I think. It's gonna be multiplayer.
Oh yeah, there is a new Subnautica game. I haven't even played the first one. I need to. There's a lot of things I need to do.
When is the next Subnautica game? Is Subnautica 2 the next game?
I think so.
The thing is, I am too horrified to play the first Subnautica game. There's no chance. When is the next Subnautica game coming out? Subnautica 2 will launch into early access and be available on Steam, PC, Xbox. I don't know about PlayStation. Epic Game Store as well. Okay, shit. Will Subnautica 2 have multiplayer though?
I don't know.
Let me see. Will feature a multiplayer mode, a specifically co-op supporting mode up to 4 players, marking the first multiplayer is available in the Subnautica series. Let me see this one though. According to the developers, Subnautica 2 is planned to have full cross-play support PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Sweet. Then I'll play it on my Xbox then. Shit. No, I'm still Xbox fan. Oh, the video game I was talking about, like the dolls and stuff and the parents, it's called It Takes Two. So I don't know if you heard of that game. It Takes Two. Oh my god, the Star Wars games. Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga. I only played the Lego Batman stuff though.
Yeah.
Oh, the Mafia.
I need to.
What's up?
Oh, Lies of P's on there, right?
No, not anymore.
Not anymore? Fuck.
Not anymore. You have to buy it.
God damn.
Why, you want to play Lies of P?
I did want to play Lies of P.
Yeah, I realized that too when I was like thinking, because my friend told me like, oh, I'm playing Lies of P. I was like, oh shit, let me see if it's on Game Pass still. Let me go try play it with him, or not play with him, but you know, follow him, I guess, because he's playing it. Might as well see if I could, you know, pick up more left off. But nope, it's not on Game Pass. Resident Evil 3's on this.
Damn.
I think the game costs around $40, $60.
Yeah, I'm gonna find it on a disc though, and then add it to my Souls collection.
And then you would also have to go buy the DLC that came out with it.
The DLC's out.
Unless you
now?
don't want to do. I think the DLC's out for it. I could be wrong, but.
Oh.
Lies of P DLC release date summer of 2025. Never mind. You might as well just play it on the summer of 2025.
Yeah. Either way, I definitely need to call it a night.